Greetings, and welcome back to Dark Souls, where I am en route to the boss. I do believe that I have just devised the correct route to the boss. Look at this! There's a stone bridge over here. I do believe this is the stone bridge I need. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm not sure. Yes, the metal bridge is up there, which means that this is, in fact, the bridge I need. It was right here, all along, waiting for me. Oh, and you have already come down because of aggro. Alright, that confirms it. He does not, in fact, have penetration damage. Whatever that thing is he's wielding is some sort of staff or pole arm, and not, in fact, any kind of scythe. Right. Now then, the fun part. Can I sprint through this area fast enough without any of them jumping down and catching me to get straight to the boss? We are going to find out! Hello! Hello! And I took one to the face. But that's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Better to save some souls. Now, hopefully, they can, somewhat manage the bridge and not fall off and die and conk me some more souls. Now, stop being a pain in the ass. No, he's gonna... Yep. Fuck it. In I go. Nope, I'm dead. Alright, so I cannot outrun these bastards. And for the grand jackpot, I forgot my timer again. One moment, please. And adjusted timer start. Onwards and upwards. Okay. Thought I would have killed him with one smack there. But I managed to recover it just in time. Alright, so I'm down one Estus, but for the rest of this area, I shouldn't be needing to take any damage. I'm going to assume that that small blue bird temporarily buffs magic defense. And if I recall correctly, I didn't see a little scrawny dude chasing after me, so I can leave him alone. And good night, good sir. Alright. Now I've got my souls. I don't need to run to the left for them. Let's get a life gem. Now I'm not going to be homeboarding in here. And in case I feel like a life gem might be a better idea. Because it does have a slightly reduced use time. Or, to be more specific, it doesn't have a reduced use time. I think the S just actually uses itself, gets used faster. But you can keep moving ever so slowly while you're using a life gem. But not so much with the Estus. Run to the right. There's a fucking gap in the wall. Oh my god. And I'm out of stamina. Alright. Hopefully the chariot can kill these guys. Not the one in front of me, but... Avenging Skull, you said. Alright, so now how am I supposed to handle this? Because there's a gap in the wall, there's a gap in the floor behind me. Take that. Oh, archers. Okay, these guys have helmets. And there's another necromancer somewhere nearby. Gotta find him, gotta find him. Alright, so these guys take several hits from the chariot to kill. They just get knocked apart into big pieces every time he passes by them. I really shouldn't be stopping to pick these up. Found you. And he... I'm alive. I'm alive. Kill him. Is there anybody behind me? No? Chug, please. Oh my god. That was tense. I thought that guy behind me was getting back up. Now, if the chariot killed all of them... What's this? What's this? What's this? Whatever it is, make it hurry up, please. Alright, so that message back there wasn't telling me what the lever would... Oh. Well, I can fight the horse, but what about the guy that was on it? No, I am just fighting the horse. And he bowled me over, right over my shield. And I'm stuck between him and the wall. You gonna breathe something at me? Heal, please. Give me my mace. Oh. I'm alive. I'm alive. Okay, so don't try to get behind it too much. Tries to stomp me. Yep, you have breath attacks. Oh god, that really hurts. I literally only have a sliver left after he does that. It tries to charge, which I can manage to get around. Breath attack. Try a strong attack. Not one more, please. Okay, back step. Roll out of the way, and finish him off. Yes! Victorious! Aha! I think I only lost, no, actually, I've died to this particular boss just in the bullshit of getting up to it so many times. I can't even begin to guess the total amount of souls I've lost to this nonsense. Here, stay calm. Slip up. Oh, so this was the dude that was riding it. He died to the bridge. Or the gate. The gate. I dropped the gate on him. He died on impact. So sad. Now then, let's collect all of the fading, I assume, souls. Ooh, hello, sir. Now, why can he cross this? I don't know, maybe the horse freaking flies, for all I know. It seems to be quite magical with its ability to breathe hex at me. I assume it would be dark hex damage. Which is a good point. This shield doesn't have particularly good magical defenses. I mean, it does have 75 fire, but if I'm going to be fighting anything with fire, I'm going to switch to my Gurm Great Shield. Keep moving, and then lever. I don't think anybody would really have time to read those, although you can read them with your shield up now, which is different from the previous game. In the previous game, you had to be standing idle without your shield up in order to read messages, which is obviously kind of stupid, but, you know, hey, they fixed it this time. Yes, lots of messages all over the place. I don't think I'm going to take the time to, poison? Really? I would think that a boss would be highly resistant to it. I mean, how would you even get it at this stage of the game? Oh, is this the way I came in? Okay, so you come in right next to the hole in the floor. Duly noted. And then you have to make an orbit all the way around. Huh, little channel on the right there. Alright, so I'm going to assume that I'm going to keep my eyes open to the left and the right for any of these that might have opened up. I did see a pathway with a big stone pillar to it. At roughly the end of the path. But just to be extra thorough. Alright, and then through the gate, I would assume is, yes, this looks like the pathway forward. Now, I did find that town that's practically drowning in poison. Back the other way, but I'm wondering... wheel. I am wondering, what's this? Control. Hey, who? Oh, player. Hello, player. Congratulations on your work in defeating the boss with a medium shield, I notice. Good for you. What the hell? Sparkly. Bonfire. An NPC. I assume. No.
What is it? Oh, you trot along home. This place won't be any fun. Not for you.
Are you another marionette?
What is it? Oh. What is it? Oh.
Be wary of wretch or master. Fire ahead. Okay, so what is all this then? Oh, these are the Bone Lords I killed. Alright, so none of them do anything like that. What is this place called? Undead Purgatory. Undead Purgatory. Okay. Well then. So this is just a dead end with an NPC who doesn't really have the time of day for me. If this is a marionette, he doesn't seem to have a face. I think this is a marionette, kind of like the bell tower keepers. If I abandon the Blue Covenant, and I go to the Bell Keeper Covenant, and then I come back here and talk to him, will he give me the time of day? Well, I've got nothing better to do except to explore the area drowning in mist called Harvest Valley, Poison Pool. So let's go ahead and give that a swing. I do believe that to abandon a covenant, I go to Majula and Xiaoqua. Oh, and that reminds me. Hey, the blacksmith's daughter's back. That's good.
There.
Shut up. Oh, wait. Before I level up my... What was I leveling up again? What was I leveling up? Attunement. I want to try and get an attunement slot. Okay. So I can level up twice, and that's going to take a total of... Well, it's just going to leave me 8,000 souls. That's all I... Okay, so if I want to level up twice, I've only got 8,000 souls to work with shopping. Light, therefore now the real fight begins.
Oh, fancy meeting you here.
Hello. What do you got there?
Speak up if you need anything at all, alright?
What do you got there? Do you have more Titanite? No, you don't. You do have... You know, I bought out all of your spells, too. And you've only got one of these. I could completely buy you out, and I might get an interaction.
These stones may look all the same. Some of them, none of the... No interest.
Yeah, I've already bought them all, dear. Hey! I found your daughter.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead.
Alright, no new items in the shop. I will top off my arrows, which will cost me 3,000 souls, which is still within my spares radius. You only have the one repair powder. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so I've got... Oh, there. No. I've got Titanite shards again, finally. So I can enhance something. Oh, and I've got enough Titanite chunks to put this up to 9. Lovely. I'll keep that in mind. Now then, I could begin the upgrading of another weapon. The Great Sword or the Zweihan. I would like to have an Ultra Great Sword to my name. It's of decent quality. Mastodon Great Sword does 165. Zweihander does... No, 150 and 180. What is that stat there? Critical damage? Oh, come on. Give it to me. Counter strength. Level of counter damage inflicted on attacking enemy. Poise damage. And of course none of those. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know what that necessarily means. Oh yes, this thing. Now this is technically a great sword with bleed damage, but I like my claymore better because it has a stab attack, which, if I recall correctly, the royal greatsword does not. What's this? A magic mace, you say? Huh? When did I get this? And it only upgrades with Titanite shards. Interesting. Ah, yes. And it is in fact correct. The Morning Star is a 110/80 bleed. Now then, what about the boss one? 108/67. This is 5 pounds. This is 4 pounds. This has 120 critical, 30 poise. This has 120 critical, 25 poise. So this seems to be inferior. Let's see. A club forged from the soul of the flexile sentry. The spikes covering its length are as vile as the sentry itself. The sentry crammed inmates of the overflowing Bastille onto a rickety ship and cast them out to the open sea. The majority of them drowned or starved, but a few hardy survivors made land to the south and imparted their knowledge of sorcery to the people there. Interesting. Now, the question still remains, what will I upgrade? Ooh. Oh, I know about power stances now, so this is a valid consideration. I've got plenty of Titanite shards to get them up to at least a basic level. But I'm so used to my current style. Perhaps I'll leave that off for later in the game, or perhaps a new character altogether. Make no mistake, I will be playing the hell out of Dark Souls. I will have several characters. I will try basically every playstyle in the game. There's going to be a lot of Dark Souls in my future. Even if I am pretty much well behind everyone who's ever played Dark Souls at this point. Let's see. You know what? Let's take out the great swords. Oh,
My
first.
witless daughter finally came home.
You're welcome.
Just as oblivious as she's always been. Well, at least now I can keep an eye on her. Stones? You might be surprised. Drat. Don't spend your... I'll be around.
Okay, so he did react to his daughter being back, but he didn't have any gifts for me because I guess they just assume that I'm not actually responsible, even though I am. She doesn't come back unless I find her. Pricks. I'll just leave the cat ring on for now. Okay, let's take out the great sword and the Zweihander and see how those swing. I'm pretty sure the Zweihander is going to be my favorite, but we'll find out. So yeah, pretty much all Ultra Great Swords are going to have this sweep for their light attack. Strong attack is a slam, followed by that most worthless of attacks. Two-handed, slam, which is actually unusual. That was the light attacks, mind you. Strong attack is the swipe and a follow-up, which is different from the previous game. Now let's give it the Zweihander. Standard for the course. Slam. And it does that again. Now I do want to find out. Now, the Zweihander is a little bit longer, so that might have a somewhat feasible ability to hit someone, but ultimately it's worthless. Now, can I follow this up at all with a light attack? A little bit. Mostly just because it's generally slow in the first place, so. Okay. And this does have the two-handed swiping attacks, which I would actually prefer. Oh, and a stab and a sweep. So yeah, when you wield it as the proper two-handed mode that it's intended for, it is much better than the standard Ultra Great Sword. Now that might toss someone up into the air. There is that to consider, but I don't think I really want my light attack to be an easy-to-miss thing like this. So, no. We're going to go with the Zweihander. An old favorite from the previous game, even if its moveset has changed up a bit. In the previous game, you would do 2 slams instead of a slam in the weird back pull-up thing. Oh, you're getting hostile with me now that your daughter's back, huh? You dick. Up we go! Right. And we are going to top this off. Yes. And I love my claymore so much, I'm going to go ahead and 10 it. Now then, get you up, and I'm out of chunks, which is perfectly reasonable. Now, is there any other weapons I'd like to consider for upgrading? I do have my longsword. The old tried and true longsword. I don't really use it much, though, now that I've got my claymore, which basically does its job, if a little bit more awkwardly. I'll wait to put the this is my last Titanite style. I'm not going to go with it on the mace just yet. I think that's about it, then, because I don't have any bones, and if I did, I'd be using them on this bow. Alright, now, do I want to put any of these on my equipment? I am technically going to be wearing this for the entirety of my playthrough, so I should consider upgrading it. The rest of it, though, is a little bit more iffy. I've got 2 spares, pants, that. I really would like to find the Gurm dealer again, because I've got spare pieces of equipment that I'd like to sell. Now, how much? Yeah, that's only about a point of defense for every Titanite shard I put into that, and 2 points for this, so we'll upgrade this just a little bit. There we go. A little bit more, maybe? Yeah. And then I will leave it at that. And your shop has, in fact, not updated.
You'll need souls. I know. Don't waste it. I'll be around.
Okay, so you're not entirely hostile yet.
I'll provide.
Okay. Now, do you only have one of these? Yeah. And now I have...
You know how
purchased
they
out.
call this place Drang Lake, right?
Oh,
Well, in the old lore,
shut up.
in stories and the like, they said it had another name.
Oh, really? Do you know it?
What was it? Well, I don't know. It's just something I heard. Since long, long ago, many kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot. Each like a great flame that turns to soot. Maybe that's why people don't remember much about the past. You see that blacksmith over there?
Yep.
Is he one of those hollows? He seems to keep eyeing me up.
Oh, dear.
He sort of looks like my father. He's a blacksmith too, you see.
Oh, dear.
The poor man's such a worrywart. But he wouldn't follow me out here, would he?
He did. He did.
I was born in a land to the west, Vulcan, famous for its merchants. There were great, bustling cities. But for me, they were suffocating. And so I set out, in search of stones in faraway lands. There are dangers, for certain, but I much prefer to live this way. But for the life of me, I can't remember how I ended up here. It's as if I were drawn to the place, or lured in. Oh, I don't know. These stones may look...
Okay, and now you're back.
None of the... You know? Well,
Okay, so that's just a set
visit
of
me
readings.
again.
Alright. I would very much appreciate it if you would get some additional stuff.
What? My wit, just as a... well,
I'm afraid she doesn't
stones.
remember you.
You might... Drat. Don't spend... You'll need... I know. Don't
Okay,
waste...
so you're just on complete and total loop.
Don't...
Okay, so I did spend up a very solid amount of my souls, but let's go ahead and get...
Bearer of the...
Shut up!
Seek the... lest the...
You don't need to tell me that every fracking time I come here. Yeah, so I've only got enough for one. Alright. Now, what kind of damage is Mike, right? Pardon me. Doing this for a while. What kind of... I'm up to +6, because I'm out of Titanite chunks. It does 288, and this does 290. Yeah. So that's just what the game is going to be feeding you when you have various different levels of upgraded equipment. It's completely impractical to wield this, except for its 15 extra poise damage. Hallelujah. Okay. Oh, and I do remember that I picked up a fire seed, I think. So let's talk to you.
Hello again.
And that's going to take 1,500.
Be safe.
Now let's just take out and pop one of... let's see. Soul of a Proud Knight should be 2,000, I think. Yes. Exactly what I need.
Yes.
Bingo. And that's the last one I have. And now it's up to +3.
It was a parrot.
Okay, you're still not saying anything new. Now, is there anything else that I want to buy from you? I bought all of your rings. I don't need to buy temporary boosts. Oh, you do sell fire seeds, though. 3 of them, in fact, for 8,000 a pop. I'll have to keep that in mind the next time I come home with souls. And then 2 other
I'm always
specialists.
here.
Now then, does the blue guy have anything new to say to me? I've defeated yet another boss.
Quite a hive of activity we are these days.
Oh, he's commenting on the new members.
I'd forgotten how much comfort a little companionship can bring. Once I'd lost everything, but now I am grateful for what you have taught me. It is very little, but
Lovely
please,
things. Give me
take this.
a soul vessel. What does that do? I don't remember.
The flame you see, they exist. If you...
Okay, so now he's on repeat.
Long ago, did you... The end point, if you're... May you find...
Okay, and I am still in the way of Blue Covenant, right? That would be in... not this one, this one. Alright, way of Blue Covenant, yeah. So, he gave me a thing. What is a soul vessel? I've gotten one of those before, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, I should burn these. Vessel that will accept your souls. It can allow reallocation of levels, but without proper assistance, it may simply drain you of souls. If you truly wish to start again, go to the place where you're journeying. Okay, so you can take these to the bonfire keepers that are still popping about in the place over there. You know, the place. I've forgotten the name. Doesn't matter. Burn the things! Cast them in the fire, and they will increase your Estus. Effect. Not the total number of Estus, just the effect. Thank you. Can I put the next one in, please? Yes. Lovely. Now then, once more, let's check out what those other 2 are. Once the bonfire aesthetic is devoured by the flames, its effects can never be reversed. Please prepare before using this perilous ember. Thanks to the curse, and when a flame grows stronger, so does the curse. Also, the bonfire strengthens nearby foes. Now, I think, if I remember what I was reading before about new mechanics of Dark Souls, this will revive everything in the area. So once you've cleaned everything out and completely killed it until it doesn't revive anymore, you can drop one of these in and then farm them some more. Which is the reason why I'm so picky about not killing things a bunch of times on my way to the boss and losing all of the souls from them. Because there's a finite amount of them, and every time you want more of them, you're going to have to make them stronger. Effigy uses this item to reverse homing. Also weakens the links to other worlds, preventing invasions and most cooperation. Interesting. So this makes the game easier completely. This is just an item to make the game easier. Which is precisely why I have so many invasions. Lovely. But I'm not going to change that anytime soon because I like playing the game with as minimal amount of health as possible. Now for the last bit of time, I've got a lot of time, over at this point, but I wanted to run by everyone, make sure everything's all hunky-dory. Nobody has anything new to say. Goodbye, sir. Alrighty then. The lady was over there in the place. Shaqua, yeah, I have a covenant to abandon.
Oh. You do have a rather...
Do you have any new stock? No, you do not. Okay. Thank you, dear. Now, do you have anything new to say to me since I abandoned a covenant using you?
This place, everything is... This place is... We receive... It's an... Certain... I'll be around.
Alright. Now then, my next agenda for the next episode will be to go to the Bell Tower Covenant. But first, let's see if anybody moved in here. So I have found all of the NPCs that I can think of that I have reason to believe would move. None of the mages have moved because I don't have the intellect or the attunement to actually use any spells, so they're probably never going to move unless I level those up. I don't know where they would all go, though, because there's the dark guy, the old dark guy in the wheelchair, and then there is the standard sorcerer mage at the wharf. Is there anybody else? I think that's it. Alright, so that's it for this time. That was basically a pit stop after a boss fight. Next time, I go for the Bell Tower Covenant. I'll see you all then. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.